I can tell you right now that I have personally attempted suicide more times than I have my fucking body. As a matter of fact, I've attempted suicide twice before this video. One time yesterday, and one time fucking not even hours, minutes before this video. I had taken a 50 count of tramadol to the face yesterday, and today also we're about to take, well, not about to, but I did take 75 counts of tramadol. But who cares, right? I don't know how good this gameplay is gonna be, being the fact that I am under the influence. But fuck it, who cares? Mad suicidal. I ain't got no one to turn to, so I got my dumbass games. I apologize if the gameplay is not as good as it normally is. I honestly don't even know if you're hearing what the fuck I'm saying. I honestly don't care. It's not like anybody listens to or hears what I got to say anyway. Everybody just wants to tell me that being suicidal and having a mental illness is shameful. That it's selfish. That fucking I want to take my own life and shit. But the real selfish thing is the fact that you don't even want to talk about that subject. Like, if you can't go about talking about suicide to your friends or your family, you should see yourself as a coward. Because of the fact that it takes a lot of courage to talk about suicide and depression and whatnot, because it's so shunned upon by everybody. It shouldn't be a shame to talk about something like that, especially if a lot of our friends and family are actually dying because of the mental health problem. I just don't understand how I don't understand how, like, peeps can talk about how, like, they've lost their friend to suicide and blah blah blah, whatever, whatnot, and when there comes to another person being suicidal, whatever, whatnot, they can't help but turn the other cheek. You know what I mean? Like, that's some fucked up shit. You know what else is fucked up? Telling your kid that they're a mistake. You know, I once heard this one saying, like, You judge a bird or you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will forever believe its whole life that it's stupid. And that shit's true. That shit's mad true. You know what I mean? People judge me and tell me that I'm worthless and shit like that. And tell me that I'm hopeless, that I'm good for nothing, and that I'm a loser and a mistake. Well, they told me it enough, and I began to believe it. Like, it tends to happen with people who have had issues with self-esteem their entire life. To all them new parents and young parents, don't ever tell your kid he's a mistake. Ever. Because if you ever tell your kid that he's a mistake, you have failed as a parent. Straight the fuck up. Yeah, if you have the audacity to tell your kid that he's a mistake, you, my friend, are one fucking faggot. I know I'm not supposed to be using that word, but I don't give a fuck. I honestly don't give a fuck because it's the way I feel. Like, ain't nobody can tell me what's right or wrong about how I feel. Like, on some real shit, the reason why I fucking vent out in all my videos and shit like that, in whatever videos I do vent out in, is because I know nobody fucking watches my shit. I know ain't nobody got the time to fucking take out of their day to listen to me fucking rant about some shit. Because everybody got their own troubles, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody give a fuck about how you feel. Everybody's too busy thinking about how the fuck they feel. They don't have time for listen to others and how they feel. But it's all good. Others like me will find other ways to cope with their problems. Like hurting themselves, for example, cutting or putting themselves in danger, or substance abuse, like drinking or smoking to fill a void. And I can tell you right now that, fuck, I cut, I smoke, I don't drink, but if I drink, I've had to do stupid shit. Especially when I'm emotional and I'm drinking. I always do some dumb shit when I'm emotional and I'm drinking. Like, fucking just got off the phone with my mom, bitched at her. Because of the fact that I called her to talk to her and for her to listen to me, not for me to end up listening to her. You know what I mean? I called because of the fact that, fuck, I needed someone to listen to me. I needed someone to hear me out. And the first thing she tried to do was stop me and try to correct me. Like, I don't need your correction. I just needed someone to listen to my problems and be there for me. I didn't ask for your correction. I didn't ask for your help. I just needed an ear to hear me out. I also messaged a few friends earlier to try and get them online to fucking see if they would jam with me today. But ain't nobody want to play with me. Ain't nobody want to play with a sad, lonely stoner who's constantly talking about how depressed he is and how suicidal he is. Ain't nobody want to deal with that. And I understand that. That's perfectly fine. But if that's the case, don't be showing up to my fucking funeral. Like, on some real shit. Was the sound? The fuck? The hell is that sound? Okay. But that right there is just my life, an example of my life. Like, try to take things slow, and my life just bum rushes me and fucks me up. Like, I just really wish I had someone to fucking talk to and hear me out. Like, It hurts so much. It hurts a lot. Everything does. I can't fucking sleep because of the fact that when I close my eyes, it's just constant memories of just shit. Like, not even stuff that I put myself through, but pain that others caused. And that just fucking sucks. Like, it could be the smallest things. Like, how you ruin $1,000 jacket by the simplest stains. A jacket that you, like, for example, what I'm talking about the jacket is my friend had just bought a jacket, and it was like $1,000 jacket. It was like $900 jacket. It was a $900 jacket that he caught for the low. And my dumb ass went over there and bumped into him. It's not like the stain was noticeable, or you could see it. Just the fact of it being there. Myself up for it constantly. I also beat myself up for shit that I know I'm capable of and can accomplish. For example, in my earlier days, FaZe Clan was brand new. Like, the FaZe members that I remember as a child or as a kid in my earlier days was like FaZe Adapt, FaZe Pomage, FaZe Banks, FaZe Temper. Like, those is the guys that I know. In fact, I've also played with Pomage, Temper, Adapt, Banks. I've been in games with them. I know I can keep up with them. I know I can play just as well as them. But when it comes down to it, I ain't get no recognition. Flash forward to today. I got in games with CD in the third, Submit 1G, Ninja, Cypher PK. Totally demolished them. And have the fucking picture proof to prove it. Yet, I get no recognition. Like, I don't want to be the guy to go on YouTube and it's all gonna be clickbait. That's how I get my views. That's how I get my subs. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the guy to keep it real, keep it 100. Do everything on his own and not have to trick anybody or fool anybody to be that way. I want it to be on me. But it's never like that, you know? I want to try and make a name for myself doing my own thing. Shit doesn't always go to plan. And one of those people. I'm one of those people who can't move on from it. I'm one to take it and hold on to it forever. So I know I won't let the same shit happen twice. Sometimes I let my guard down. And I let it happen. And I get completely fucking destroyed because I feel like I can make a difference. I can make a change. And things will be different. But, boy, was I wrong. Before I got on the game, I had a conversation with my mom. Actually, I called her because of the fact that I was mad suicidal and I was contemplating taking my life. And honestly, I still want to take my life. Like, making that call to my mom did more damage than it did help me. Because I called her for her to listen. She expected me to listen. I continuously feel like she's gonna get help some way, somehow. But ain't nobody gonna help me. Ain't nobody gonna comfort me. I ain't got nobody fucking but myself. And the sooner I realize it, fuck, the less I'm gonna get hurt. I do realize that nobody's gonna fucking be there to help me, and nobody can help me. But I just wish somebody would hear me out and comfort me. Like, right now, fucking hug would be perfect. You don't have to understand me because I know ain't nobody gonna understand where I'm coming from because it's my own situation, like my boy Archer told me. It's my own situation. Everybody got their own situation, so it's not like I expect you to understand where I'm coming from, but I do expect you to listen to help you understand where I'm coming from. I'm talking like somebody's there, but whatever helps me keep going, right? Fucking talking to myself just might be going a little bit crazy. Just a little. If you heard me take a rip there, that was a rip of old tobacco. Very, very old tobacco that I literally dug out of the trash can if you didn't hear the bag earlier. I needed something to help calm the nerves. I am fucking going insane. Like, people don't understand how hard it is for someone suicidal to be alive. I remember waking up every morning and telling my mother how I hated living. I remember waking up every fucking morning from a nightmare and a night terror. Sometimes I didn't even sleep. If I do, it's for like an hour and I have a nightmare and I end up getting up, staying up the rest of the night. It's a fucking constant battle. It's tiring. It's draining. It really is. Because no matter how hard you try, you just seem to continuously dig yourself deeper into this hole that you don't even know how the fuck you got in there to begin with. And if you're like me and you struggle, just know that you're not alone. And that you can always depend on me to be there if you need someone to listen. Being that you're watching this video, you already know that my name is I2Irie. You know my gamer tag. Feel free to shoot me a message on PSN or on Facebook. Facebook or PSN is the best two ways to contact me if you ever need somebody to talk to, ever need an ear to open up and listen to you because you got some hardships that you can't tell nobody else or you can't confide in to open up to. I just hope that you never get to where I'm at and you don't contemplate suicide the way I do. Because being in the mental state that I am in, it's not fun and games. People think it's just all in my head, or that it's just a phase, or I can switch it off like how like how you flip off a switch, but that's not the case. If it was as simple as flipping a switch or just getting out of it, trust me, I would have flipped that bitch off in an instant. No thoughts about it. It's all in my head. It's all in my head. Why are other niggas down? Like, this shit must be real. Like, it's not only me. 1 out of 24 men in the UK killed themselves to suicide. And it's because of the fact that it's not talked about openly and willingly amongst people. It's kind of fucked up, don't you think? Or am I the only one who thinks so? As a young man growing up, or as a kid growing up, your boy, you're taught that men aren't supposed to have feelings, that they're not supposed to show anything like that. Not supposed to show the fact that you're vulnerable, and that plays a huge role in depression and anxiety, because of the fact that don't tell me there's another squad pulling up right here. God. I don't know what the fuck you flexed on, bitch. You little pussy ass nigga. Run away and hide the entire time. You know what the worst thing is about being depressed and being anxious and suicidal is that when you tell people, you get mad. When you open up to people and you finally feel like Yeah, you got this. Open up to them. You got this, you can. Don't be scared. You get punched in the mouth by some nigga telling you that shit in your head. The question is, how does that homie see me? That nigga be shooting at me and he can't even see me. Oh my god. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not even in the mood. I feel too fucking woozy. I feel fucking sick. I feel like I gotta throw up.